What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Unlucky Morpheus. Yes, indeed, Unlucky Morpheus fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Krauser, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 62% of the vote. Moving it from number 647 in the queue, straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this song by Unlucky Morpheus called Unknown Child. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, this sounds familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Unlucky Morpheus Official, okay? And the video has 172,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Very first words right out the gun. Official live video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it!
There's that word official coming off their official page. So you already know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. We're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. Unlucky Morpheus, Unknown Child. There it is. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Yeah, sometimes her vibrato, I just feel like she loses control of it, man. I mean, there are times like we just heard right there where her vibrato is nice. It has the definite wave, but it's here. You know, it's here. It's not here. You know what I mean? When it's here, it's very jarring. And I know a lot of people dig that. I know a lot of people really love that style of vibrato. I am not one of those people. I'm really not. When she does the vibrato and it's controlled and it's tight and the wavelength is here, yeah, that sounds good. I love that. But when it gets wide and seriously, it feels to me like she does it and then like she kind of realizes she's lost control of it and she clamps down on it. Like right at the end, like right when she finishes, she doesn't just cut it, she like clamps on it. And it's like, whoa, okay. The speed of the pace of the song, the tempo of the song, it's fast. It's a fast song. And the guitar players and the bass player are really doing their best to keep those 16th notes going clean. It does sound a little muddy, if I'm being honest. And I don't think it's because they're playing sloppy. I think I'll be honest with you, I think it might be their distortion. It might be a little too thick. It might be a little bit too meaty of a distortion tone for what they're doing here with those 16th notes. That's hard, man. I can hear the picking, and like I said, the picking sounds clean, and it sounds like it is being done in unison, but the distortion patch that they're all using is just, it's muddying it up, and it doesn't sound super tight as a result. I think if they were to use a brighter distortion tone, a thinner distortion tone, I really think it would help tighten up the sound. So, but I don't think it's their playing. I think they're playing just fine. Because like I said, there are times where I can really lock in and I can really hear the picking, and it sounds clean, and it's right on. So, and that goes for guitar and bass because they're all playing in unison. I caught that section with the 5/4. I caught it. 1, 2, 3, bum bum bum, 1, 2, 3, bum bum bum, 1, 2, 3, bum bum bum. Yeah, I felt that. Interesting. I like the approach. I like the addition of the 5/4. The variation is nice, and their approach with it, playing the last two beats is triplet. I like that. Covering the two beats with three accents. I felt that was very interesting. It definitely caught my attention. So anyway, so far so good. My only real gripe really is the distortion that the guitar players are using. It's a little too thick, I think. But anyway, let's keep going here. How's that feel? Nice use of work there. The hammer on some pull-offs. Tapping. Okay. Good solos. Back to the 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5. Right back into the 4 again. Seamless. That 5 is working really good for me because it's seamless. Going into it is seamless. It doesn't feel abrupt at all. switching from the 4/4 to the 5/4, and then when they come out of the 5/4 back into the 4/4, it is also equally seamless. They're not having to do any kind of a setup. They're not having to do any kind of a, break in between. No, it just goes from one right to the next, right to the next, right to the next. Okay, and then from the 5/4 to the 4/4. Just no breakage, just smooth. Very, very nicely done. The solos sounded really good. You'll notice when the guitar solos were happening, it didn't sound as muddy in the rhythm guitar. That when the other guitar player was playing by himself and playing the 16-note pattern, it didn't sound as muddy. Because now he was doing it by himself, and he was the only voice doing it. You know what I mean? So when you have the two guitars doing it together, the two distortion patches that they're both using are probably the same patches. As a result, it gets really thick and it gets muddy sounding. So like I said, I don't think it's because the guitar players are playing sloppy. I don't think that's it. Not at all, because individually, they're both able to do it just fine. So if they can do it individually, they should be able to do it together as well. So it's not a technical issue, it's a tonal issue. So yeah, the distortion's just a little too thick to make that happen. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Good tune. Really good tune. Lot of good things happening in that song. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Unlucky Morpheus with Unknown Child. This was a request from Krauser, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 62% of the vote. Moving from number 647 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. All right. I thought about it, and I already said pretty much everything I needed to say during the course of the reaction, so the review should be pretty short. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Let's start off with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
As Unlucky Morpheus songs go, I would put this right about at the midway point. It wasn't the most impressive song I've heard from Unlucky Morpheus, but it also wasn't the easiest song I've heard from them either. There was some really cool things happening here. The biggest thing for me was the 5/4. Going from 4/4 into 5/4, staying there for, I believe it was 8 measures, and then coming out of the 5/4 back into the 4/4 again, as smoothly and as seamlessly as they did it. There was no setup, there was no gap, there was no break. It was just 4/4 smooth into 5/4, stayed there for a while, and out of the 5/4 just right into the 4/4 again with absolutely no distinction whatsoever, other than the fact that they did change, the time signature. But that was it. That was it. There was no setup. Like, there was no drum fill to set it up. There was no like prelude into it. There was just no setup at all. It just happened, and just as smoothly it exited. I thought that was really cool. I like their approach on that. If you didn't catch it, don't be surprised if you didn't catch it, because it was that smooth. What they did with the 5/4 with the triplet in the during the last two beats of the 5/4. So 1, 2, 3, bum bum bum. 1, 2, 3, bum bum bum. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was different. It was unique. It was not something I was expecting. I mean, I wasn't expecting the 5/4, but then within the 5/4, they put that triplet in there. Really cool. I thought that was really, really cool. As far as everything else goes, I talked about the distortion tone kind of muddying up the guitar playing. And yeah, as the song went on, I could hear it, especially during the solo section. When one guitar player was playing the solo, I kind of zeroed in on what the other guitar player was playing, and you could hear the 16th notes clear as day. But then when they switched and the other guitar player started soloing, I again zeroed in on the other guitar player who now took over the role of the 16th notes, and he was clear as day. So it's not that they can't do it. It's not that they were playing sloppy. It's strictly a tonal issue. When you had both guitars, combining together, it made the tone extra thick, and as a result, it sounded muddy. Not because of a technical issue, not because they weren't picking cleanly. They were both picking cleanly, and they were right together. It's just the fact of the matter is that the guitar distortion tone was just making it muddy. So I don't know how to fix that other than to change the guitar tone or have one of the guitar players lay out, and have just one guitar player focus on, playing the 16th notes. That could be a solution, or have both guitar players select different distortion patches, which I don't know if I would agree with that. I don't know if I like that idea because I like the distortion patch they have. It's going to make it at that speed, at that tempo, it's going to make those 16th notes really muddy. So I don't know. I don't really have a good solution for that. I really don't. So, I mean, it's half a dozen or six of another. It's like, you take your pick. There is a solution there. It's just you have to give up something to make the solution happen. And I don't know if I want to give up any of that. Bass playing pretty much got lost in the mix, unfortunately. We didn't really hear him very well, which is unfortunate. I really would have been curious to see what he was doing. I'm guessing he was, from what I could see, it looked like he was fingering the 16th notes as well. So I'm guessing he was just playing in unison with the guitar players. Good fingering, though. Really good fingering on his part. Everybody wants to know what I think about Jill, obviously, because it seems like Jill seems to be the star of the band, which I'm very opposed to that mentality. It's a band, guys. Everybody's equals here, but everybody loves to focus on Jill. Listen, I understand. She's a very talented violin player. She absolutely is. I will give credit where credit's due, but I don't understand the obsession that people have with her. Maybe it's because I play in a band with a violin player. I don't know. Maybe it's because the violin is unique to metal bands. You don't really see a whole lot of them, but I play in one, so it's really not that unique to me. No, but she's a fine violin player, and everything that she did in the song sounded good. Taking a lot of lead line, taking a lot of the melodic line, and really either taking it on her own or doubling it with either the vocals or the guitars. Take your pick, whatever they would switch off. It really seems like she kind of took the lead on the lead melodic line, so good for her. And it sounded really good, don't get me wrong. It sounded fantastic. I'm just not going to blow it out of proportion like a lot of people want me to, because there's really no reason to. The drumming on this was solid. I had no issue with anything the drummer was doing. Drummer sounded really good. Yeah, I mean, as far as the drumming goes, I'm trying to think if there was anything that stuck out, and there really wasn't either way. There was nothing that stuck out as being amazing, and there really wasn't anything that stuck out as being either. It was just across the board. It was a great job on his part. Vocally, I talked about this earlier. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I'm just going to bullet point it really quick. When she controls her vibrato and she keeps it within a certain wavelength, it sounds good. She's got a great vibrato. She really does. But it sounds to me, now I could be wrong about this, but it really sounds to me like every once in a while she'll lose control of it and it just gets super wide. I don't like it when she does that. I think it absolutely is cringe when she does that. It happened a couple of times in the song, and I think it happened twice. Everything else that she did vibrato-wise, it sounded just fine. I mean, there was one towards the end. It was about 2/3 of the way through where she did it, and it got close. It got close to being a little too wide, but you could hear her do this too. If you go back and listen, you could hear her do this. it started to get wide, and then she narrowed it to control it. So that shows me that she is fully capable of controlling it. So when she does control it and she does keep it within a certain spectrum, it sounds really good. When she loses it and it gets outside that spectrum, man, not a fan. As far as her diction and stuff, I think her diction sounded good. Clarity sounded good. Power and projection sounded good. I got no issue with anything that she did vocally. As far as the songwriting goes, it had kind of a little bit of that Tim Burton-esque feel to it, like a haunted toy box or something like that, or a haunted jewelry box maybe, or a haunted music box. It had kind of a feel to it. I could see a song like this being used in like a Tim Burton song, a Tim Burton movie. I know they got a sequel finally to Beetlejuice that's in pre-production. Wouldn't be surprised to see a song like this in there somewhere. I wouldn't be shocked at all. I think it would work great. It had a great feel to it. A lot of great things happened within the songwriting. It all felt good, all sounded good. Got no issue with it at all. So I think it's a great song overall. 8.4, we're gonna stay there. So 8.4, that is where we're at, and that is where we're gonna stay. So 8.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.